Ready for us?
Ready for you.
Okay. Could you move the computer? Yeah, so we could see the audience. Yeah.
You turn it around a little because we want to see who we're talking to.
I'm trying. You know, I have a lot of cables hooked up there.
All we do is see your belly. It's all right. There's a few people there.
There we go.
Yeah, and point it down a little bit.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
there
Hey,
we go.
everybody. Wave. Can you see us?
There.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good looking group. Look at you. Okay. So I'm Jim.
And I'm Chris.
And we are Geeks on Tour.
And all we got to do is sound check. You hearing us okay? Okay. And so the way we do this is we have a little slideshow that we will do an overview, introduce ourselves and introduce Google Photos and Picasa. And then we're going to go live and show you the phone and taking the pictures. We are Geeks on Tour. We teach old dogs new tricks. We are some of those old dogs.
And Chris had the very first computer training center in South Florida. Started that in 1983 when she was 7 or 8 years old. And she's been doing that for quite some time now.
We are geeks, truly. We love technology. You notice our little geek hats here. This is what...
Turn up the volume a little bit?
What?
Did you turn up the volume a little bit? They're having trouble hearing you. The microphone.
You need the volume lower or higher?
Higher.
I don't know if I can. Let's see. How's that? Is that better?
Can you hear us any better there?
I think
Was that better?
I think the volume is at your end that needs to be up.
I
See.
normally talk kind of loud, so I'll work on that.
Is that any better?
So we are geeks. We've both been into technology for over 30 years, but we are geeks who teach. That's what we really like to do. And we also live in a motorhome. Our website, please visit our website, geeksontour.com. You'll find all sorts of stuff there. You can sign up for our free newsletters. You can watch tutorial videos. And this is the show that John was talking about. Every Sunday you can watch us live, or you can watch any of the past shows. We've done 69 of them on YouTube. All you do is go to our webpage, geeksontour.com, and the page is weekly show. Everything you need to know will be there.
We are members.
Just pause for a minute.
Okay. Do you need us just to keep talking so you can see if anything's changing?
Can you hear us now? What is the issue?
All right.
Are we okay?
Yeah, those echoes
Can be a problem.
can be a real problem.
It was going through the projector.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Ah. It's hard to get enough practice with these things when you don't do it very often.
You're good to go.
Shall we try again here? Okay.
Okay.
All right. So this slide you just see here is the way we live. We live on the road. We live in a motorhome. We were out in California a couple years ago. Sorry we missed you guys. But what we really are all about is teaching technology. And so we wonder, how do you learn today's technology? because you guys have a computer club. But how about this? We know that that's the way things really work in today's world, right? So we do this overview slideshow and then a live demonstration. Everybody should have a handout. I know John said he got them copied for everybody, so that's great. I will refer to them a little bit. And a question, we would love to have some questions, but we also have a lot of material, so I'll let John kind of moderate for questions. We'll pause once in a while. Looking at your handouts, first of all, the very first line says, see the official Google Photos launch video. We love showing this launch video because it covers what Google Photos is all about so well. But it takes 10 minutes, so we're not going to do it for part of this presentation. But there is a link right there, right in your notes, that I hope that you watch on your own sometime if you're interested in Google Photos. So first, what is Google Photos? What is it anyway?
Well, it's brand new. It has only been out since May, the end of May, actually, this year. So it's not even a year old.
It's not even a year old. And the whole idea is Google wants to be the home for all of your pictures, but they're not the only ones. Apple iCloud wants to be the home for all your pictures. Microsoft wants to be the home for all your pictures. Facebook, Dropbox, Amazon, and they're all almost free. Google Photos is 100% free if you accept their resolution, and the others still charge a little bit. Now, why? If your photos are there, that's where you'll be. So that's their reasoning for doing it, and I think Google's doing the best job. But that's not all that Google has. They have Picasa. How many people there? I can still see. How many people there use Picasa? I understand you have a Picasa group. Wow, look at y'all. Wow. Picasa has been our specialty for 10 years. We have a completely separate website called picasageeks.com. And we've been teaching that for 10 years. What it is, Picasa is for your computer, to manage the pictures on your computer. Google Photos is the free home for all your pictures in the cloud, online in your Google account. Google Photos is also an app for both Apple devices and Android devices. So Picasa is still around, but it's getting a little old. Google isn't improving it anymore. It's not going to go away, but if anything is going wrong with it, I wouldn't expect Google to fix it. So I call Picasa the oldie but goodie, and the Google Photos is the new and shiny. It's the fun new stuff, all cloud-based and all that. So if you've been using Picasa for some time, though, you're probably uploaded pictures already to either Picasa web albums or to Google Plus Photos. If you've done that, as soon as you open Google Photos, you will see all those same pictures. It's all of the pictures that you upload using any Google products go to your Google account. So your Google account for photos, and they collect there. I have like 50,000 pictures in my Google Photos account. The way it works now, it really is changing the game. All of your photos are collected in your Google account for free if you choose the high quality setting instead of the original. And their high quality really is high quality. So that is what we recommend, is the high quality setting, and you can therefore store all your pictures. Your phone can have Google Photos on it. It will automatically upload all the pictures you take with that phone to your Google account and keep them synchronized. Same thing with the tablet. Notice that the arrows go both ways. With a computer, it's very easy to upload all your pictures from the computer to your Google account in the cloud, but notice that that arrow only goes one way. There's no synchronizing involved. Now, if you still use a regular camera, then you need to get them to the computer and then to the cloud. And we'll do all that. The cool part, we just taught this class this morning for another group here in Florida, and Jim laughed at me because I said the coolest thing about Google Photos is this.
She always says it's the coolest thing.
And then
she
the
has
next
a bunch of
thing,
them.
the next thing is the coolest thing about Google Photos. But the unique part is once all your pictures are in the cloud, you see all of them with whatever device is in your hands. So unlike Apple Photos, you're only seeing the pictures on the device. And then Google Photos can do amazing things with them. All right, John, this is the point to play that video. Is that queued up and you can do that here?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. That's, yeah. And so this is a video that's just a little overview of how Google Photos looks and works on an the video is actually done on an iPad. It's exactly the same on an iPhone, and it's 99% the same on an Android device. See reflected.
And there it is. Multicolored table. And through here, that is by people. I already have it up. Color. And you should start off showing all of your photos. If you swipe over to the leftmost screen, you get to what's called the assistant. If you swipe back, you get photos, swipe over to the rightmost screen, and if you're looking at what's called collections, there's the collections that has a drop down arrow on it. On that, and you get some further definition: albums, movies, stories, and all. And so you can swipe back to the middle. But notice that the swiping is also accomplished by the menu. The three bars at the top left. Sometimes you have to remember. You tap on that button and you get assistant. And you tap on it. Photos. Right here, and spread you and right on that,
There's so many Picasso people. I'm going to ask him to play one more video before we're done with the.
Buy this device and are waiting to be uploaded to your Google account online. The rest of these pictures, there's really no way to tell whether they're on your device or online, and that's the way Google Photos works. It shows you everything. It shows you the pictures on your device as well as the ones that have been uploaded online. Now, it's important to know about more of the menu items, so I'm going to tap on that camera menu. And there is settings, and we will get more about that in another video. Backup and menu, and there is help. Help and feedback. There's a lot to know about this program. Start getting used to working in help. You can search for something in help, or you can just read through the topics. And if you want to request a certain feature, or if something's not working right, you can tap on send feedback, and that will go to Google. So that is just a brief orientation to the new Google Photos app on an iPad.
We're back? Okay. Just to give it a chance, did that raise any questions from anybody?
Have one.
I can't hear, so you're going to have to come back and
Can you create folders like you can in Picasso?
Can you do what as you can in Picasso? Sorry.
Create folders.
Folders.
You can make albums. There is no folders. Good question, and that is something that people have to get used to with Google Photos. Google Photos is one giant storehouse of just a bottomless pit of all your photos. No folders. They are in date order, and you can make albums that are just like Picasso albums in that the picture is in your Google Photos library, and if you delete it from the library, it's gone from the album, but you can put it in multiple albums. But no folders. No folders. Okay. Is there another one?
Yeah, hold on. Is there any way to annotate a topic? So she wants to know if you could annotate it into a topic, and then you can with collections. Can you build your own? She wants to know if you can annotate.
Can you annotate?
Annotate. There is a place for description, but it's not stored with the picture. We will show you that. We'll show you how you can add a description, but it doesn't show up on the picture. It's in the information panel on the picture.
Okay.
Okay, let's finish up with the slideshow and then show you some stuff live.
One more question.
Was there another question?
I'm scanning things from 1994 into my computer. I would like them to be in date order, but I think they're going on to photo with the date I actually put them on my computer. Is there any way to manipulate that? He wants to know if he can manipulate the metadata on scanned in photos to get them a specific date.
To add the metadata with the photos, I would do that in Picasso rather than Google Photos. You can change the date, yes. You can change the date, that's all.
Not a lot of.
And you can only do it one by one. In Picasso, you can do a whole group. And I wrote an article on that on the Chris of Geeks website if you want to go look that up. Okay, we're going to finish up on the PowerPoint and then go to some.
One more question. Hold on.
Okay.
Go ahead.
One quick question. By using Google Photos, does Google have rights to use the photos?
She wants to know if she uses Google Photos, does Google have the rights to use her in the photos without her permission?
Okay. The copyright is yours. Google does not have the right to share them anywhere else unless you share them. Now, you'd have to read their terms of service, and I have not studied it, but they have to have some rights to your pictures in order to store them, and in order to back them up, and in order to sort them, and in order to do the searching of them. But it's only their machines that are seeing your pictures. You own the right. You do not give up that right by putting them on Google Photos. Okay, we'll go on now. So this picture here, I'll bet you some of you have seen this on your phone. You cannot take a photo. There is not enough available space to store any more photos. That is why Google Photos is so helpful. Once they are backed up to your Google account in the cloud, you can delete them from your device and recover that space on your device. Okay, as you may know, or we didn't even mention, we are a membership website, and our membership is normally $68. If after seeing this presentation you're interested in becoming a Geeks on Tour member,
And we hope you do.
then we have a special deal for you. It'll be good for 1 week, so it'll be over on next Tuesday, but instead of $68, you guys can pay $45 if you go to that webpage, geeksontour.com/Laguna. Okay, so this is all about pictures, right? I don't know about you, but I love taking pictures. We travel all the time, so there are so many opportunities. And I do have a $1,000 digital SLR. It's a great camera. I love it, but I don't use it anymore. Because these things do almost as good a job, unless you're working for a telephoto. Telephoto is really the only time I use the big camera anymore. But I'm going to pretend that my phone, which is an Android, a Samsung Galaxy S5, is out of battery, or I can't find it or something. So Jim, do you mind if I borrow your phone for this?
Oh, you can borrow that phone, but not all of my phones.
Oh.
I have 3 phones.
Yeah, well, so I'm going to take a couple pictures with this phone. And this is an iPhone 6 Plus, right? So first, I'm just going to take a picture of what I'm looking at here. You'll see our setup. And then I have to take a selfie. I love selfies. That's something I can't do with my digital SLR, is to point it over there and take a selfie. All right. And then on the iPhone, I love the slow-mo. The slow-mo video is really fun. So I want Jim to just say, no, don't take my...
Don't take my picture.
Shake your head.
No.
Shake your head. Okay. All right. So I took a little bit of slow motion video, and I took 2 pictures. I think I should take one more picture. Okay. And so we'll just have, how about of our setup here? Yeah.
It's pretty lighty.
We usually take, can I get a picture of the audience? There we go. Yeah, make it bigger. So there, I always take a picture of the audience. I'm going to have to take a picture of you on our computer screen.
Everybody smile.
Okay. So now we're going to go to showing you the phone by using a document camera here. And I do want to get a verification. You should be seeing the phone now, yes?
Yes.
Okay, good. And it shows up better horizontal, so on this screen it's going to look a little funky. So this is an iPhone, and I would normally use the Photos app, the Apple Photos app that came with the phone to see the pictures. So this is like a gallery in an Android. And what pictures will I be seeing using the Photos app that came with the phone? Just the pictures that are on the phone. It says I have 39 pictures in the camera roll. There's the picture that I just took. And there's the selfie that I just took. There's a slow motion video. Where's, oh, I didn't get the one of the audience. Well, there's our class yesterday. That still had me on it. Okay. And the slow motion video. Let's see what that looks like. There we go. Okay. So if I was only had the Photos app that came with the phone, I could only see the 39 pictures that are on this phone. You use Google Photos instead of the Photos app. Wouldn't it be nice if they came up with some different names?
I wish they would.
I mean, that's Apple Photos, that's Google Photos. They even have the same color scheme, but you can see the Google Photos is that bright colored pinwheel. I open up Google Photos and I can see the pictures that were just taken.
No, you can't.
I should be able to.
Where
Yesterday,
are they?
where's today's? Okay. Well, let me go look at a setting. This is Jim's phone, like I say. So what did you do to your phone to mess me up?
You've been using my phone. I don't know what you did.
I'm going to go into the settings and make sure that backup and sync is on.
Data?
There we go.
There they are.
There they are. We get so impatient with computer technology these days, don't we?
Yeah, we expect them to come right now.
So there is the picture I took of you guys. That's how you would look to us. And there's the picture of my light box here for the document camera. There's the slow motion video, and I'm not going to play that. And there's the selfie. And here are the rest of the 39 pictures that are on this device. But I can scroll down, and as soon as I start scrolling, you see this button that appears, and look at the dates. June 2014, December 2012, January 2010, all the way back to 2000. None of these pictures are on this phone, and yet look how fast I was able to see them. I honestly don't know how Google does that. I mean, these are all in the cloud. It does some caching and it does some optimizing, but it's really quite amazing. I can also pinch. If I pinch the screen, I'm seeing more. I pinch again, and I can see almost a whole year at once. There's 2006, December, November, October, etc., all the way down. And I can drag all the way back up to the top very easily. And I can search. You see this little blue magnifying glass? I tap that, and instantly, instead of being grouped by date, they are grouped by people, places, and things. Now, Google doesn't know that that is AJ, but it sees that face, and when it sees that same face in another picture, it groups them together. I can just tap on his face, and I'm now seeing all the pictures on Jim's phone that have AJ in them. And he's what, 9 years old now?
He's 9 now, yeah.
And we keep going back, and oh, well, he's hard to see there because he's sticking his face through a, but there, he's a lot less than 9 there. And there he is at, I think, a 3-year-old birthday party or something. We have not tagged any of those pictures. It just said, Google doesn't know who that is. It just knows that that face is of the same person as that face. And it groups them together very quickly. It also groups together places. So if you want to see any pictures we've taken of London, there we go. That's London. I back up and I say Havana. We were just in Havana last month. It was really cool. Go away.
December.
Oh my God, that was 2 months ago now. Huh? All right. Now, how does it know that? It knows that from a variety of things. Obviously, if you took the picture with the phone, it has GPS, it knows where it was taken. But some of these aren't from the phone, it's from other cameras, and Google knows what the Eiffel Tower looks like, for example. But even more fun is things. So I can easily see all our pictures, all of Jim's pictures anyway, of sunsets. Okay, so what else am I? Show off Google, lose phone, and it can do some editing. But now what I want to do, well, let's see, like that picture. I can tap the pencil and then the auto, and that's a lot better picture. Can I do that with Picasa? Yes and no. Picasa's automatic doesn't do as good a job as the Google Photos automatic adjustment does, but Picasa has more features. But the ones you use all the time in Google Photos is really good. Okay, now, back to our faces. I say, hey, Jim, I kind of like this phone. I'm going to borrow it and go somewhere, okay?
You go right ahead.
Don't let your spouse take your phone.
Never.
Because what's going to happen? I am clumsy. So I say, thanks, honey. I take your phone and kersplash, I drop it in the lake.
Not again.
Oh, no. What has happened to all my, I don't care about the other things on there. I don't care about his email or his text messages.
I care.
But your photos? So what do you think? Are his photos lost? Are they gone with the phone at the bottom of the lake? No. So now we're going to take you to the computer.
Okay.
And there is no Google Photos software for the computer, but it's a website. You just go to photos.google.com. And if you're used to doing googly things, you can get there with that little 9-dot grid where all the Google apps are. But he's just going to photos.google.com. Now, who can see these pictures? So are you seeing pictures on a computer screen now?
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So, and today's aren't there yet.
Well, there's a lot of computer stuff going on here.
Yeah.
So it takes some time for these pictures to get in. Is it still on?
Sure, I've been in Google
Yeah.
Photos the whole
Okay.
time. Okay.
They will show up here.
The ones I just took will be showing up here momentarily. But meanwhile, there's all of the same pictures, all 20,000 pictures that we were looking at on the phone, you can also look at on the computer. If you go to your computer now and go to photos.google.com, though, I want you to think, are you going to be seeing Jim's pictures? No. These are for his eyes only. He's seeing them because he's logged in. You see his little face in the upper right-hand corner. He is logged in, so he is seeing these pictures. Now, what if you want one of these pictures on your hard drive? So these pictures are just in the cloud. All of your pictures from all of your devices get collected in the cloud, and now you can see them from any device. How about a refresh? I'm going to try a refresh here and see if the 4 that I just took come in. There they are. Okay, so these are all in the cloud. I say, you know, that the picture of us, the selfie, I want that one on your hard drive so that we can work with it in Picasa. I like to put text on it, and that's something you can't do in Google Photos yet. So the way you do that is the 3 dots in the upper right and download. Now, where are they going to get downloaded to?
Well, it depends on how you have your computer set up. I have my computer set up so that it goes to a certain folder, but you can change that. It's just a Windows setting. And normally you just want your pictures to go to your pictures folder, right? And then you want to probably, Chris, I like to use a system that is month and year. So I have a 2016-01. I need a new folder called 2016-02 to be in February. Enter, enter. Now I'm going to save that picture.
Okay, and on your handouts, that's on the second page where it says download pictures from Google Photos, and it mentions how to set your Chrome browser settings so that it asks you for the location. If it just downloads and doesn't stop and ask you, it's probably gone to your downloads folder. Okay, download one more. Get the one of the picture of them on the screen.
Okay, that's this one here. And the 3-dot menu, download. It remembers the folder that I had created. It remembers the last, and it downloads it to this computer. Now, since it's in the pictures folder, when I go to Picasa, everything that I downloaded will be on the camera that took the picture, or on the on the phone that took the picture, and on my computer, and in the cloud. So it's great to do it that way.
So we're going to take you to Picasa now. Just on the same computer, he's going to open Picasa.
It's here somewhere.
And so a bunch of you are already using Picasa. Do we have to do anything special now to be able to view those pictures in Picasa? Not if they're in the folders that Picasa is watching, and Picasa is almost always watching the My Pictures folder, and that's where he put them. He put them in My Pictures. And as soon as we open Picasa, I saw it.
There it is.
Now, we do still use Picasa. I love Picasa. I can't live without the collage feature in Picasa. But I will say that I am using it less and less and less, because all of the basic stuff I need to do with pictures, I just do it right on my phone and I'm done before ever having to come back to the computer at all.
It's not coming up.
Oh, well then minimize this. I've been finding that on mine too, that and that. We got a lot of stuff going on this computer, trying to get it to just come up with Picasa.
Should be there.
It should be there.
It should be there.
He's cleaning up.
Hang on just a sec. It was there. I had it up earlier too.
All right. Well, while he's trying, any other questions?
Any other questions? Can you share the Can you share pictures?
Can you share pictures? Yes, absolutely.
That's one of the best things about this whole.
Well, Google Photos makes it very, very easy to share. And let's show that then. Unless, are you still working on Picasa? Or?
You go over there and do it.
Go over where?
Well, no.
You mean yeah. I did take some pictures today with my phone, and I would like Jim to have them. So I'm going to show you how then. So here's, that's where we are right now. We are parked on in a field by a lake. We're actually running our generator for power right now. If you hear a little hum in the background, that's why. So I want him to have that picture. I kind of like this one I took of our RV this afternoon. And that's about it. Well, and that one. Okay, so step one, select them. And Google Photos has given us a new gesture for selecting. I touch and hold and then just drag over the ones I want. So if I wanted to give him all of these, I would touch and hold and just drag down. I have just selected 27 pictures without tapping each time. I'm going to uncheck those though. So tap and drag across the ones you want, and then I just tap the share button. On an iPhone, that would look like a square with an up arrow. On an Android, it's that share. And there's all sorts of ways of sharing. You know, I could send them straight to Facebook, I could send them to Dropbox, or I can email them to him, or I can just create a link. And that is the most common way. Or I can make a shared album. Let's say we want to gather his pictures and my pictures into one album. I can create a shared album, give him the rights to upload pictures to the same album, and now one album is collecting all our pictures. I'm going to do it with just a link, however. So anybody I send this link to will get the pictures, and it is copied to the clipboard. So now I will go to, I'll email it to him and create a new email and send to Jim and pics and just paste that link in there and send. So now when we go back to his computer, you'll see how he receives that link.
I got Picasa.
Okay, good. I knew you could do it. But can you open your email first?
Oh, sure. Whatever you want, dear.
Because since we did the sharing, you need to see how he receives this link. And the beauty of it, the receiver does not need Google Photos. They don't need anything. All they need is a computer that can receive a link. So now I'm making him open his Gmail. But Picasa is in the background ready there. And when he opens the link, he'll see the pictures. As easy as that. And as I say, you do not need, the recipient does not need Google Photos or even a Google account. You click on the link, you'll see the pictures. But if you do have a Google account, like he does, and he is logged in, he can now, with one click, add all these pictures to his Google library. on the, you see where he's pointing? It's a little cloud with the down arrow. So that has taken them from my Google library, and they are now copied into his Google library that quick. Everything, that's the biggest thing about Google Photos to me, is everything is fast. All right, now we're ready. We want to download those too.
Which ones?
Yeah, you download them to your computer, the 3 that I just sent you.
No.
Open one, and 3 dots. Oh, and download. And in the same folder. And one more. The sunset one, yeah.
That's the one I like.
Because it has you in it. We should make it look better first.
Okay. Now this is on the computer. So how do I make it look better? I can't.
Oh, you don't have an edit while you're looking at it through the link. You need to be looking at it in your library. We'll make it look better in Picasa. That's fine. So just download it.
Download it. Same place.
Okay, so Google Photos, cloud, web, phones, but you can copy them down to the hard drive on your computer. Picasa is what works with them when you're on the computer.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm ready for Picasa.
Okay.
I'm making him jump through his hoops here.
There we go.
There we go. So this should be familiar to at least a bunch of you. Now we are looking at the pictures on the hard drive of this computer using Picasa. And there are the 4 that we just downloaded. Now, how are we doing on time?
About 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Can we do this?
Want to do something?
Yeah, well, about 10 minutes. So I did want to show you, but I think maybe you guys know. So I also took pictures with this camera. And if we took the time, which I don't think we will, to take the pictures from this camera and put onto the hard drive, then they would be showing up in, and we can use Picasa to upload those to Google Photos. So we have a whole circle here, a whole circle. Okay. But what can we do with Picasa that we cannot do with Google Photos? Good collages. You can make simple collages with Google Photos, but you can make better collages with Picasa. So let's select all 4 of those pictures.
Okay. Click here, do a shift click to get them all. Now they're all in the picture tray.
And now create and picture collage. And what kind of collage is that?
That is a picture pile. A pile of stuff.
So on the back of your handouts, on the second page at the very bottom, special features of Picasa. So the things that Google Photos can't do that Picasa can is captions that are viewable right with the picture, editing and improving pictures. It has more features, adding text, making collages, and ordering prints. But the special things you can do with collages here is adding the spacing in between them, changing the aspect ratio,
The color.
and then adding text. So when you're done with the collage, well, tell them what you just did there.
Okay, I was just changing the color of the background. If you click in here, you get a eyedropper. You can select any color from the palette up here. But one of the coolest things about Picasa is you can move this eyedropper over here and pick up colors from the pictures.
Ooh, I like that yellow pink sunset color.
You like that one up there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's what we'll use.
Okay.
And when I say create collage, it's ready to go. It takes a couple of seconds to do, and then it should be ready.
And then adding text right to the picture. This is a favorite feature I've had forever with Picasa. All you do is click on the text tool, and then you click, then you just start typing. You can move the typing afterwards. So this is Laguna Computer Club, and February 9.
Okay.
Maybe on another line. That's good. 2916. And then move it to somewhere where the background will let us see it. That's pretty good.
Okay.
All right, then apply. Now, apply does not mean save. It just means you're done typing and you're done fiddling around with it.
I need to put a space. And let's do it that way.
Okay.
That looks good.
All right, now this is a brand new picture. And let's say that I want this in my Google Photos. There's a big green button, upload to Google Photos. Because Google Photos is now my home where I collect all of my pictures.
I think I need this is not San Salvador. Create a new one, 21610. That's a good place for it.
And then upload.
Now this will take a few seconds because it's using our internet connection. It's using that we're doing this show on too. So, all right.
Okay, so we could take another question.
When we synchronize more than one library, like one, the question is, can they synchronize two different phones into one library?
Oh, you are way ahead of me. That's exactly what I was going to show you next.
Good.
Because where is Jim's phone?
Remember?
Dropped it. It's at the bottom of the lake. But guess what? He has another one. With a wife like me, he's got to have a backup phone. So I dropped his iPhone in the lake. But here is his Android phone, his Google phone. So let's see. If everything has synchronized, which it should have done, we should be able to see that collage by going into Google Photos. And there it is. Let me get that there. There it is.
That fast and that easy, it has gone from my one phone to the cloud to my computer to Picasa, back to the cloud, and I can view it on any device that I have out there.
But so you can stop worrying about where things are if you just know, well, they're all in my Google account in the cloud, and then I can get them on whatever device I want. Now, somebody asked a question earlier about putting descriptions in, so I want to show you that. You don't see it right with the picture, but on the eye, if you tap the eye, that's where you can add a description. So I can type whatever I want in there. Giving a, does this remote seminar to.
Now she's using swipe
Laguna
to enter there. That's a different keyboard.
Club in California. Yay.
Very nice.
All right. So on a computer screen, you can see that description in a sidebar. On a mobile device, your only choice is to tap the eye and see the information or see the picture. And I think that we're just ready for any more questions.
Any more questions for everyone? Good. Bob, you have the mic. So what do you think so far? From my friends to the Chris, I think you're a nice guy.
You think you would like Google Photos?
Can you download more than one picture at the same time, or you have to go picture by picture?
You download more than one picture at a time, or can you take a whole group of pictures down?
You can select as many, well, up to 1,000, and you can download them at one time. The issue is it brings them down in a zip file.
That then needs to be uncompressed or unzipped.
Which is actually kind of nice, but we usually don't like to go through that hassle when we're demonstrating.
Yes, but you can. That's how I normally do it.
You can download a whole album. Oh, and I didn't show you making albums, but it's easy.
There's a lot of stuff to it, and that's why we do this.
Have you edited this one, for example, as red file?
Almost here.
Have you done one?
Can you edit to remove red eye?
No. Isn't that weird? One of the simplest things, I guess they figure most all cameras take out the red eye now. So Google Photos, it does not have a red eye removal feature.
But Picasa does.
But Picasa does.
Absolutely. It does a great job.
And others. I mean, I also use something called Snapseed, and I can get to it right from Google Photos because Snapseed is also made by Google. And I'm pretty sure there is red eye. Yeah, there's red eye removal in that one.
My question was if I can synchronize my wife's phone with my phone.
In other words, can he send pictures from his phone as in Google Photos account?
I didn't get that.
He wants to know if he can send pictures automatically from his phone and his wife's phone to the singular Google Photo account.
That can be a problem.
Yes, but we don't recommend it. One
better to
person,
share.
one device, each should have their own accounts. It gets way too confusing because your Google account is also your Gmail, and it's also your calendar, and it's also...
Yeah,
so,
the much better way is to share an album.
And we did one of our Sunday shows on making shared albums. Now, that's the way to do it. Then you can both, but that won't happen automatically. You would have to add the picture to the album.
Right.
This will work with king-size videos too.
Is there a limitation on video size?
Yes, but it's big. Let me see. 1080 and 15 minutes.
Yeah, there is a limit. We'll have to look that one up.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yes, there is a limit, but it's pretty big. Looking it up.
When you create an album and you want to upload it to the Google Photos, will it come out in the same album, or will it go into consecutive pictures? Will it go into the dating?
So if you're in Picasa and you create an album, and then you upload that to Google Photos, does it stay in the album, or is it resorted by date?
Yes, both. Because, I mean, when you're using Picasa and you select an album and you use upload to Google Photos, the way Picasa works is everything you upload goes into an album. But the way Google Photos works is all the pictures are in your Google Photos library by date. So if you have an album in Picasa with 10 pictures, you upload that to an album, you have an album with 10 pictures, but you have also added those 10 pictures to your library by date.
One last question, I think that will work.
Okay?
Hey, you didn't mention the assistant feature, and that I find to be one of the most fun and exciting things about Google Photos.
She likes the
The
assistant.
assistant,
The assistant where it creates for you on a certain day, or the assistant.
The
The
assistant.
assistant in Google Photos.
This is a question about the assistant.
You know, it's his. You didn't mention it. That's her favorite.
Right, except for in that video, I didn't. The assistant gives you suggested videos and collages and creations. Yeah, we didn't even we could do a whole 2 hours just on the creations you can make with Google Photos. They're so cool.
So good to make a quick movie, something small, something that's going to be very quick.
And the assistant will make them for you. And why or when? We took a trip to England, and when we got back, Google Photos had all these presents for us because it could see that we had just changed locations drastically. And so it figured we were on a trip, and wouldn't we like to have a little book, a little story about our trip? And so it put a story together with including maps and everything. Yeah, the assistant is awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you, Chris and Jim.
Okay.
Thank you, and thank you, John, for inviting us. You guys have been really good, and we hope to see you again sometime.
We need the special offer on the website.
Okay, yeah, our tutorial videos, and I'm going to be making lots more on Google Photos, there's about a dozen so far, are available on our website. You need to be a member in order to watch them all. Our normal membership is $68, but if you go to geeksontour.com/Laguna for 1 week, you get $45. So
I lost that slide. Sorry.
okay.
See you guys.
Okay,
Bye.
thanks again. Bye-bye.